be. Shit. If I was a guy, I could just whip it out, but no. I am woman. Hey, pal, engineering defect. I want a refund and cash only. Because your credit line is no good with me. Hey, I've been looking for you. At the funeral home, they had some bad boy dressed up in a monkey suit. They said it was you. But I knew better. You weren't at any of the regular places, so I came here. James Reginald Whalen IV. Shit, Reggie. No wonder you did it. Surviving the deceased are his father, Dr. James Reginald Whalen III. I saw your dad, Reggie. He looked like the kind of guy who'd stick some kid with a horse of a name. Black suit, black tie, white shirt, and lips for that extra edge. You should have seen him in ER. When did he shrink? I don't remember him being shorter than me. Reggie. And a sister, Kathleen Marie Whalen. Well, what do you know? Sister Kathleen. Kind of makes me sound like a nun, don't you think? Well, Daddy be pleased. It's sort of like having an afterlife insurance for the family, huh? Big sister. They forgot big sister. They forgot that part. They forgot the part about how I always took care of you. Where the hell was I the night you decided to go out for some car wash? God, I have to give you credit for aesthetics, though. What a view. It must have been spectacular. See these sails I hold to the sun and air? Got your note. Butthole. Was it something I said? You know, Reg, this here a Dead Sea Scroll leaves a lot to the imagination. Like, why? What the fuck were you thinking? Daddy would say he wasn't thinking, obviously. I haven't told him, anyone, about the note. You can't imagine what it would do to him. Maybe you could. Maybe you staged this whole thing for his benefit. Or mine. It was those goddamned existentialists, wasn't it? Shit, I told Daddy no more books. He's too sensitive. That Sisyphus stuff, I Look at me, living on the edge. There now. All safe. It's a good thing I didn't suffer from vertigo, just like every other phobia in the book. Do you remember swing jumping? Oh, Jesus. It scared me to death. Those crazy kids swinging up as high as they could and then bailing out, just screaming like banshees. And I warned you, didn't I? You'll hurt yourself, I said. But I never knew a knee had that much blood. Only you didn't seem to notice, did you? You just sort of stared at me with those big eyes, saying, I flied, Katie. I flied, just like the others. As if you could do anything to please him. You know, Reg, it didn't matter. So what? You got kicked out of the school, Daddy. He always got over being mad, although he never seemed to let go of a disappointment, did he? They just kind of carried him around with him. It was these marbles, wasn't it? The night before he shipped you off to that boys' school, oh, I was beating you good. Oh, taking marbles left and right. Jeez, the old man was mad. Damage the male ego. You're right. The sort of thing like that could harm a person for life, huh?
I don't have to tell you how disappointed I am.
No, sir.
I sacrificed, pulled strings.
Yes, sir.
St. John's had an outstanding reputation. Answer me when I speak to you.
Yes, sir.
The Academy had an outstanding reputation until you managed to incite rebellion over the school's dress code.
But Herling isn't the
Don't
issue.
talk back to me. I expect more from you. You're an outstanding student when you try. Apparently you spent too much time with your sister. So I've got a son who wants to be a girl, and a chronic underachiever for the... Kathleen.
Would you care to finish that last point, Dr. Whalen?
This is not of your concern.
Oh, no, I find it very interesting coming from a distinguished author on self-esteem. We'd love to hear your views on the feminism. Oh, what, Daddy? Sending me to the convent?
Katie, don't.
Oh, Christ, Daddy, that went out years ago.
I will not tolerate this
So,
from you, young
all
lady.
along I've been so
I will
sort of
not
disappointed.
tolerate this
Just
from you.
because I'm not
Shut
like you.
up!
And all that BS
I
about
will
personal
not
work.
send to your
Dr. Whalen, the guru
And you will
of
not
feel-good
flout my
psychology.
authority.
You hypocrite!
You will leave this house tonight.
All that bull about progress and nothing ever changes.
Katie, what'd you have to go make him mad for? He threw you
I
out.
got friends.
He didn't mean it. Just go say you're sorry.
He didn't mean it. I'm not sorry. He'll choke on those words.
Katie, everybody knows you're smarter than I am.
Jeez, Reg. This isn't about you or me. It's about him. Maybe I need to tidy up this little tragedy, add some symmetry to the thing. You always know how Daddy felt about balance in art. wrote a poem of new joy. Like to pose? You've always known my weakness for posturing. God, what a role you've given me, the lead in tragedy becomes her. It's a great title, don't you think? Sort of a southern gal thing. Chicken shit. Chicken shit. Oh, the havoc I could wreak, huh? Tonight, at the wake, nobody asked for a toast, but glass in hand, I made one anyway. Take back your goddamned baby blues. I will not write the last scene in your life shoots down all contenders story. You want tribute? Then you wring the right eye of rhetoric until it just cries over the milk. And dizzy, I began to balance on the narrow ledge of what comes before or after anything. And then you came to me, pulling me back, whispering, "Sister," and something slipped from my grasp. There will never be enough glass to break. People come and go so quickly here.
You must be my 2 o'clock. Kate.
Oh, please, I prefer.
Great. Kate, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Elizabeth Jenkins. Everyone calls me Lisa, though. Please sit down.
Thanks. Oh, here, let me get this for you.
I'm a bit behind in my paperwork.
Yes.
But I'm going to get organized this year. Daytimers have this wonderful new file system. It's going to fix me right up. We've obviously asked you here because you're a finalist for the summer intern position, and I like to interview the finalists myself. Daytimers, human resource gurus tell me that these interviews are a two-way street nowadays. So I want you to feel comfortable asking me questions as well to determine whether or not Hope House
The
is...
Pope House? Oh, I thought Not just a Pope house. What a relief. I'm a fugitive from Catholic girls' school.
Yes. I read you graduated from Our Lady of
The perpetually plaid.
You Briggs Myers are good.
Oh, college is already paying off. The psychology courses taught me how to fake it on the personality tests.
And your stress factor survey is amazingly low. No divorce, disaster, death.
I lead a charmed life.
Your credentials are quite impressive. Larry says you were a decent student assistant.
Decent.
One of the best he's had in the behavior lab.
Oh, so I'm too good to be true, is that it? Let's see, strong work ethic, oh, outstanding grades. Perfection make you nervous?
Arrogance makes me nervous.
There's a difference between arrogance and confidence.
That's a fine line.
I know. I've seen it destroy whatever gets in its way.
So, you think you're a whole
But enough about me. You said if I had any questions, I could just
Jason,
come right out and ask.
manipulative, a pain in the...
Okay. Hey, just say I've got the job and I'll be out of your office.
I've got the job, and you'll be going either way. You know, it's unusual to find a woman with your confidence.
In my circle, we would call it balls.
Clear to see which feels stifled in the wrong place.
You know, I read somewhere that when you were just 25, you started this school in the basement of an old church.
You've done your homework. I'm impressed.
I think that's my line.
You know, back then they called these children untrainable. Untrainable, like they're some sort of animals or something. There's nothing easy about this job. Burnout is a problem, and it's my job to figure out who can handle the pressure.
Well, it's not as though I'm new to this sort of thing. My research project was with developmentally delayed kids.
But the children here are autistic as well, and research is different. I'm talking about working with these kids day after day, month after month, investing parts of yourself you never even knew you had.
Okay? So how do you cope?
Some days whiskey, some days gin.
Your turn to surprise me.
Some days not at all.
Oh, come on, Doc. It sounds as if it's getting to you.
You're so...
Brash?
naive.
I get results.
What's in this for you?
I get you. This is your version of, and where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Shoot. Okay? Well, I plan to continue psychiatry after medical school at Johns Hopkins. My research will create major breakthroughs in the learning theory.
Well, you should do quite well. Any relation to Dr. Reginald Whalen?
Would it make a difference?
No.
Good. Rumor has it he's my father.
Johns Hopkins is his alma mater?
A medical degree is one thing he does not have.
I detect some
Tension between a young woman and her father can't be abnormal otherwise.
So why here? We don't exactly pay big money.
I figured I needed some experience in the trenches, and I believe that Miss California said it best. I just want to give something. It just can't interfere with my tanning schedule.
A satirist besides. So you think you'll do the giving here in the trenches?
Yeah, isn't that the way it works?
At least you can doubt your assumptions about charity. That's more than most.
No, so hold on. What, charity? Who said anything about charity? I plan to work for a very real but modest paycheck.
You know, in the old days we'd say, you've got the gift.
Kind of sounds like I got the job.
You're irrepressible, aren't you? We could use that type of buoyancy here. Kate, it's been an experience.
Funny. Few women shake hands as if they really mean it. Dr. Jenkins. Lisa. You won't be sorry. She's sorry.
Now, who does she remind me of?
Showtime! Points for being observant, but you know that's not how we play. No. Good, Daphne. That's 4 out of 9 trials. How about a kiss?
Good doggy. Here, biscuit.
You just stopped by for feeding time?
How long you been at this?
What, Daphne's dexterity training?
No, physical therapy here at the school.
4 years.
4 years? Oh, come on. They can't possibly be paying you what you'd be getting on the outside.
I'm hiding out from the law. Actually, this place has its rewards. When she first came here, she made a scene anytime someone touched her.
Oh, yeah? Now she'll even tolerate your touch?
Hey, I'm not that bad. So tell me, how long have you had this problem?
What problem?
Well, you know, with men.
I don't have a problem with you.
Oh, just with me.
I don't even know you. How can you be a problem?
But you don't want to know me.
God, how come men have to take everything so personally?
How come women have to generalize everything?
Look, I'm just a short timer here. I've got plans, and being somebody's house sprout isn't one of them right now, okay?
Oh, I must have missed the time warp here. I mean, one minute I'm ready to ask you to dinner, next thing I know we're mourning our 25th anniversary.
Just drop it, okay? So, I'm curious. Why is she wearing the bib? Oh, God! Oh, what was that?
Ruminates. She ruminates.
A great way to win friends and influence people. Never seen autism manifested that way before.
So, Lisa tells me she's going to be one of these summer intern projects. Though frankly, I can't imagine a priss like you pulling it off.
So what, you the agency talent scout?
Okay, short timer, what do you got planned after the summer?
Hi, Graham. You got a place for me at Johns Hopkins in the fall.
No kidding. I had a cousin who almost went there. Yeah, job in the cafeteria. Maybe you heard of it? Ben Steinberg? No, she at the medical school?
Yeah, I figure with those credentials I'll be able to call my own shots.
No. You, a control freak? Go on.
So tell me, why do you use food as a reinforcer if she ruminates?
So, the rumors are true. She can think, posit questions, maybe even answer her own.
Well, aren't there any other reinforcers?
Bingo! Tell us, Daphne, what does our friend win?
Come on, surely there's something.
Well, you've seen how she thrills to my touch.
Okay, what about toys?
She uses them all for self-stimulation.
What about negative reinforcers?
Ooh, electroshock, lobotomy. Let's explore the horror chamber.
Come on, there are newer techniques.
It won't work.
What are you talking about?
Look, I know I'm just a lowly PT here and everything, but no, I got this theory. Sometimes it seems like she's only momentarily disengaged. I don't know, like she'd snap back to our world if we could just give her a reason.
I don't believe this. I thought all you romantics died in the fallout of the dating game.
Daphne, that was great.
I thought it was unethical to starve them prior to trials.
Okay, hotshot. How about having a go of it?
Please, I can do this. No, I don't think she likes me too much.
Why do women take everything so personally?
Kids, I've always been great with kids.
If you used to fight, she doesn't respond well to control.
She's not getting that goddamn fruit loose. Not fair. Nobody's let go. Do-overs. I definitely deserve
Daphne. We'll start over another day.
Do you think there's hope?
For you? Well, I never give up on anyone.
You've got your work cut out for you. God.
What do you mean she's not my type? Look, Daphne, I appreciate your concern, but you really got to butt out of this. Yeah. And besides, she needs me, you know? She's got a Sequoia-sized chip on her shoulder. Well, speak of the devil.
You see Lisa?
Tall blonde lady.
That's her.
No.
Butthole leading me on.
Well, turnabout is fair play.
Don't start.
Oh, lunchtime.
Why, nothing gets by you, does it?
Well, Daphne's comatose.
No, she's just preparing for suspended time travel. That's all.
Is everything a joke with you?
That's how I cope. You know, even Daphne can smile. Hey, Daphne, smile for the lady. See you there? Way to go, Daphne.
You just rubbed her cheek. She made an involuntary response.
Well, how do you think you learned? You did something weird, everybody oohed, so you did it again. Or maybe not.
Now, wouldn't it be easier just to feed her intravenously?
At Hope House, everyone has a goal. Daphne will learn to feed herself.
No, that's your goal. At the end of the day, you just walk away. What about Daphne's parents? What's fair for them?
Daphne's mom does what she thinks is right. I do what I can.
Please, you perpetuate her fantasy.
See this? Daphne's mom made this. She wraps her up in it on chilly days.
Yeah, but don't you get frustrated or angry at all the waste that
Waste?
just goes into one?
Anger is a waste. You ever see Bernini's Daphne?
The one turning into the laurel tree? Yeah, once in real life.
Real life. Maybe she's escaping our desires. Maybe we want
But
the
there are
wrong
only
thing.
so many resources.
And
we
you
have
want
here.
Daphne to give up her share.
Well, Jack, there are other kids who
Well,
need
what about
help.
your share? What are you willing to give up? Your Cabernet or afternoons of Verity? Speaking of music, have you heard our duet?
Duet.
Yeah, me and Daph's got a little number we perform on occasion, an evening campfire piece from way back. What do you say, Daph? Shall we give Katie here a treat? Okie dokie, what part do you want? Okay. I'm gonna do the quarter notes, she'll take the half rest. This'll be great. Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard. Take it, Dad. A discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Way to go, Dad. Nice job. She was a little slow coming in on the third line, don't you think? But I don't know. Maybe. It's okay. We'll try to make sure it's nothing serious. Come on. Okay. It's over. She'll sleep now. Too much excitement for the little gal, huh? Say, how'd you know what was wrong?
Oh, my brother was epileptic too.
Wait a second. As far as I know, epilepsy is not curable.
What?
What? You use the past tense. My brother was.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Epilepsy is not curable.
Say, sweetheart, let's blow this joint, eh?
You should see this.
What's she doing?
Studying up on autism. She's been out every night this week.
Some people.
Yeah, you were the worst. I never will forget the morning I found you crashed out on the mat.
Yeah, I'll never forget the tongue lashing.
I had more energy back then.
Did I ever thank you for that, baby?
Speaking of favors,
Uh-oh.
I need some advice.
Normally, I would have to charge my weekend rate, but for relatives and close personal friends...
Hypothetically?
Of course.
What would you do if you...
Hold on. W is a very complex letter.
Jack! What would you do if you found out an employee lied to you?
Knew it. Knew she was too good to be true. It was advanced calculus, wasn't it? She got a B+. That imposter. Falsifying personal records is grounds for dismissal.
I was on the phone to Kansas City this afternoon with a colleague. It seems Dr. Reginald Whalen's son was killed in a car wreck just over a month ago.
I didn't know.
Neither did I. That's the problem. She omitted it from her stress factor survey.
Falsifying personal records is grounds for dismissal.
Is that what you would do? I know. I like her too. Although she doesn't always make that an easy thing.
We're crazy, you know? I mean, you have to be crazy in this business. It's just a pity the rest of the world can't be crazy too. What are you gonna do?
Confront. And then it's up to her. You know, she's like a little kid putting a bag over her head trying to sneak by everyone. She thinks no one can see what she does not look at. She thinks no one can hear what she does not say. Did your wake-up call?
Toto, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Hey, don't look at me like that. I'm the good witch. Cream, no sugar.
Oh, you are good. Don't tell me it's morning already.
No, but if you plan on sleeping here, I'm going to have to start charging you rent.
It's funny how I can sleep here, not in my own place. It must be all the excitement of a new job. I've always been sort of
High-strung?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, beforehand I would have asked if that's all. There wasn't something else you need to discuss with me? But after working with children, I've learned not to tempt them to lie. So I'll be direct. I was disturbed to discover from someone else your brother passed away recently.
How long have you known?
You think I'd let news like that go for very long? I've known since this afternoon.
I'm sorry. I was wrong to keep it from you.
Yes, you were. Would you like to tell me why you did it?
I was afraid you wouldn't hire me.
Lying can get you in the door. It can also get you removed. Do you understand? I think, Kate, you do good work here. And the staff and the kids...
My brother didn't die accidentally. I mean, oh God. He killed himself.
I didn't know.
No, nobody knows but me.
Kate, when someone dies, we often feel
No, I
responsible for that.
I got the letter.
you sure
What,
it's not
you
gonna break my father's heart?
No, don't think I haven't thought about that. Like maybe when I'm rich and famous, I can do some interview and expose the whole goddamn thing.
But there are legal ramifications.
The note's ambiguous. But you're sure?
Well, did he blame anyone?
Reggie? No, that stir up trouble like that. Wasn't his style. You know, when we were little kids, we had this neighborhood club. You know what they elected him? Secretary of Peace. All these little 9 and 10-year-olds running around elected my brother peacemaker. He could never stand to see anybody fight. And this one time in junior high, he got up in this chair in the cafeteria, and you have to understand, Reggie, he wasn't like me at all, but this one time, he got up on a chair in the cafeteria, and he starts talking about art as this big unifying force in the world, and all these kids around us are throwing milk cartons and spinach at each other, and here's my brother on this chair preaching world concordance like some kind of martyr saint. And you know what the irony is? Fighting is the only thing I've ever been any good at.
Come on already. It's time for our date.
Come on, Jack. I told you I can't
Hey, wait a minute. Am I talking to you? Me and Daphne's got a little rendezvous scheduled in PT. So how long you figure to be here?
As long as it takes.
I can't believe they're paying you to sit around on your butt.
And I can't believe they're paying you to stand around flapping your jaw. Now run along. Cramping Daphne's style.
You sure you're ready to fly solo? Besides, I kind of like front row seats when the shit hits the fan.
Well, you know, that's not the okay? Now, please be a good boy and just go away.
Now, if this she-devil will get you any trouble, sweetheart, you just holler.
Don't worry, Mom. She'll be fine. Now, get out. Whew. I thought we'd never be alone. Got you something special today? Be our good luck. Come on, Daphne, it's 2 o'clock. You always play with a toy at 2. Oh, now, don't be coy. I know you like to play with balls. All the girls do. Daddy would say that's because we all envy. Well, hello there. Now, I bet you came all the way over here just to give me a kiss. I didn't know you cared. Oh, clever girl. But you could sneak it away from me, huh? Been watching too many bait and switch scams on TV, kiddo. I'm gonna have to talk to your mom about your program schedule. Oh, I get ya. You want me to give you the toy? Well, why didn't you say so? No. for a pallet of yours? Oh, sweetie. No. No. Do you need some help? Daphne and I don't see eye to eye on her ruminating, that's all.
Jack thought he might.
Good, Daphne. You know, call me crazy, but if we don't want her ruminating, why don't we just get rid of the toy?
We want this toy with another. We don't want her to stop playing. We want her to stop ruminating.
Yes, but remove the stimulus.
You go
we
to a
would
bar
have-
and sit down with a drink. What's the first thing you do?
I light a cigarette.
What do you usually drink?
Cabernet. Is this a trick question?
The bartender said they were out of wine. Would you go away
No, I order real liquor.
and light a cigarette?
But Daphne doesn't smoke.
No, she ruminates. We pitch the popper. She's just going to find another toy to stare at why she doesn't.
Good, Daphne.
She's trying out her repertoire of responses. What's her sign for me?
It didn't taste so good, did it?
She left you a present.
I know. I can smell it. You want a drink to wash out that taste? No! Come on! Please, Lisa, I can do this. No! No! Please? Oh, great! You just rewarded her for acting out!
I rewarded her for stopping. You were out of control. You need a timeout.
Oh, what do you want me to go do? Stand in the corner?
Of course not.
Then what am I supposed to do?
Well, for starters, less time with the books and more time with Daphne.
Oh, man, I should love that one.
No confrontations. Just be with her for a while.
Dr. Whalen never had any days like this.
Hey, you. Any survivors?
Daphne's the survivor.
Oh, I meant you. Stronger folks have been known to self-destruct while tangling with others.
I think I did.
What, self-destruct?
I blew it.
Come on. What could Ms. Phi Beta Kappa, Ms. Future Woman of the Year, possibly have done?
I lost control.
Of Daphne or yourself?
Both.
Okay, I get it. Well, that's about all the humility I can take from you. Here's a news flash. We've all done it.
What? Gotten involved emotionally?
Case, I think somebody, maybe me, should tell you. Involvement is part of being human.
But how can I help her if I'm blindsided by emotion?
Who are you really trying to protect?
Well, what about objectivity? Duty to science?
She's a little girl. Here, it's a trap. The trapezius, is it a sharp stabbing pain under your left or right shoulder
Right
blade?
one.
Yeah.
You know, this is gonna take some time.
I know.
She's not gonna change in one day.
No. But the fact is, she can change.
If everything works out.
Did you know that there are 7 verses to Home on the Range?
Now, why do I get the feeling that I'm going to become intimately acquainted with all of them?
how careful I...
I don't believe this. You're afraid of wounding the virgin? Oh, God, Jack, that's positively medieval.
Christ, excuse my sensitivity. Jesus, what is it with you women?
You women?
When you crap for more sensitivity in guys, you know? And then when you finally get it, when we finally start to reveal our guts, you go after us with butcher knives and we're ready to slice up these free boy insides we've been protecting our whole lives.
Come on, Jack, you're blocking. Tell us how you really feel. Okay, fine. You want to talk about sex? Hey, let's talk about sex. I've got an idea. You tell me about your first time, and then I will tell you about mine.
No, I didn't mean to turn this into a confessional. I mean, you know, besides, it's not something I talk about. I just don't.
I don't believe this. Something even Mr. Ooze can't possess? Hey, I understand. People just have parts to themselves they don't want to open up. It's too dangerous. I don't blame you for not trusting me. Trust isn't exactly my strong suit either.
You know, if I didn't know better, Waylon, I'd swear that you were using reverse psychology on me.
No obligations either way, remember?
It might help. Who knows, huh? Might actually help.
This is really big, isn't it?
Wasn't much to it. I mean, I was young, she was older. Didn't last long. The affair, I mean, didn't last long.
Fair. How old were you?
16.
And her?
20-something. She was the wife of someone I knew.
You know, you don't have to tell me this.
No, it's okay. Hell, Doc. Maybe I'll do anything good. They were our CTA advisors my junior year.
CTA.
Christian Teen Agency. So I went over there one afternoon to return some books David let me borrow. He was helping me with a project for school. He wasn't home. She was.
What made her? I mean, was he a real jerk?
A nice try. No. I mean, he was a great guy. At least to me. And she never complained. I mean, it never occurred to me to wonder why. Guess I was too wrapped up in myself to think about much else.
How long did it go on?
A couple months. Friday was my short day at school, and I was supposed to be looking for a job, but I was seeing her instead before David got off work.
So, how did it end?
The front door was open, like usual. Sometimes she liked to play hide and seek with me, you know, like to jump out from behind some door, startle me. On her good days, she was wound up like a little kid. So I'm sneaking around the house, you know, trying to find her, thinking to catch her by surprise. She could never be outdone. I found her. She'd hung herself from the hook on the back of the bathroom door. I managed to get her down, and I was doing CPR, and she blinked. And I thought she was coming around. I mean, I was a kid. I didn't know what surge of oxygen to the brain could make the muscles do. I went crazy trying to resuscitate her. It seemed like hours.
What happened?
I called an ambulance, and the police came, and they were questioning me when David got home.
Did he know?
No. Yes, I mean, he had to, but came to my graduation. Quite a guy.
No, it's not your fault.
I hate that. These no-fault lives that we lead. Not my fault. She killed herself. That I didn't notice what she was going through because I was so wrapped up in myself. If I could have done anything differently, anything at all.
That's why. While you're at the school, you figure if you could jumpstart just one of those kids and save someone, that everything. Hey.
Well, so much for the afterglow.
You know, not the type of person who would joke about such a serious thing.
Okay, let me ask.
But if I were, I'd have to say that was about the most effective line I've ever heard.
Well, I'm glad you're not the type of person who would joke about such a thing. That reminds me, we had a deal.
A deal?
Yeah, remember? I tell you about my first time, you tell me about
No,
yours.
it's not that simple.
Don't tell me you couldn't figure it out.
What is this? Ramsey's Magnum? God, don't let it
Go to my head?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But we were discussing your initiation.
Nothing special. The back of a Pinto hatchback.
Yeah, sounds cramped.
Only until I moved the tire on him. And in the dark, I really couldn't see it. Oh, was I ever relieved when I found out what it was? Or wasn't? But that was just the first time I ever did it.
Wait a minute, just the first time you ever did it? I don't understand. You better give me a handle on that.
Not touching that one.
Okay, but we touch this.
Oh, God. I cannot win. I cannot win.
So my control of the subject deepens. Come on, what the hell does that mean? Just the first time you did it. I don't understand.
The hatchback was the first time I ever participated.
Ooh, this sounds kinky.
Just talk. When I was 16, we spent the summer on the shore with this family. And
Oh, now it's good. Let me guess. Okay. You thought you were alone. He, the husband, older brother, fill in the blank, came upon you while you were undressing. You tried to resist
You know, I
him,
thought
but
this
it
was my story. My brother, he was about, say 14 at the time.
Your brother? Oh my God, that is fantastic.
Please shut up.
Oh, come on, say it like you mean it.
I'll scream. I got bored. I was just fooling around, you know. I only wanted to scare him.
Yeah.
My brother, Reggie. You see, it was this big house, and we were all the time trying to scare each other, you know, jumping out of closets and stuff like that. So I'm hiding in his closet, you know, waiting to jump out, only he brought someone else in with him.
And you didn't announce yourself when you figured out what was going on?
Well, I kind of felt stupid, I mean. And maybe I was a little shocked.
Come on, I mean, sooner or later you had to expect that he was...
You know, well, I never would have expected another guy.
Katie, you know, I mean, a lot of guys in early adolescence
Yeah.
experiment.
Well, you know, most guys don't let other guys statutory rape them.
What'd you do?
I freaked. When I got over the initial shock, I stumbled out of the closet and they just stared at me. You know, it would have been kind of comical if it hadn't been so...
What'd you do?
I ordered the other guy out of the room and then I slapped Reggie across the mouth.
People do crazy things out of shock.
Well, I wasn't shocked, okay? I was pissed that he would be on his knees before some other guy.
What about later?
You know, that's the worst part. I never let him talk to me about it. I pretended that nothing ever happened. And now there's some... You know, I never tried to fix it.
I was born in a place and time that are too dark. What's it supposed to mean?
It's a suicide note.
Now he's dead.
And there are no do-overs for Reggie and me. Made me dizzy. Copycat. Ah, feels cool. Almost like ice.
Okay, boys, bring in the jacket. This one's gonna be some trouble.
Don't you knock?
Not matters of life and mental health. No.
You ever tried this stuff before?
What, insanity?
Daphne's self-stim motivation.
No, I got about all the stimulation I need in my life right now.
Uh-huh. Actually, this was Lisa's idea.
Really? Well, I'm glad to see you loosening up.
This place, did I have a choice?
Well, guess it's time for me to go. Just leave you two alone.
Mr. Hand says goodbye. What I do on my time
It's
is
my business as long as it doesn't interfere with my professional obligations. I know the line.
You know, I don't appreciate the
I'm
insinuation that...
not insinuating anything, but you have to know that fraternization between employees can have some nasty side effects.
Fraternization? Well, then no worries. Jack and I don't fraternize. We just see each other. Oh, come on. Besides, what's the problem? It's not like he supervises me.
No, but other employees are starting to talk, and resentment is something I have to watch out for. He's earned a lot of respect here. In fact, at the next board meeting,
You know, what I don't get is why I'm getting the speech.
I think you can figure it out.
Just one gal to another. I'm surprised at you, Elizabeth. He seems a little young for you.
Katie, he's got a future here.
Oh, yeah, and I'm the short timer?
Have you changed your plans?
Have you given me a reason to? You know, Jack would really be pissed if we found out we talked.
We agree on that. But I think we also agree that this job is very important to him, and I think you know how important.
And I'm here on a lark?
Please, Katie, I have great respect for you and your potential, but that is not the issue.
No, the issue is Jack, his reputation. Oh, God, do you realize how weird that sounds? Besides, Elizabeth, he is good. He could go anywhere, but because he's some kind of martyr, he wants to be here.
It's been good for him, and he's been good for us.
What if I decide to stay?
I don't mean this to sound critical, but you won't.
This is absurd. I'm not standing here and listening.
You walk out that door, and I'll call Johns Hopkins.
Blackmail? Oh, now, come on, Lisa, that's not your style.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm not ordering you or even telling you what to do. I just want you to think about Jack.
Yes, we women are always thinking about our men.
Then you have thought about the inevitable goodbye and the fact you're just
The inevitable agony?
Have you thought of him at all?
All the time. He's incredible.
Exactly.
Jack is an adult. He can make decisions like this by himself.
And you think he can get past the emotions?
Nobody's ever going to accuse him of over-intellectualizing.
Listen to yourself. Do you even respect the man?
Lisa, it was a joke.
At whose expense? Okay. Let's start over. Have you thought how this ends?
We agree. No serious emotional attachment.
And you think that's possible for Jack?
What, and I'm the ice maiden here? God, at least you didn't pretend that you're thinking about me.
Kate, it's just once Jack lost someone in a big way.
Told you about that?
Not much. I think it was his first girlfriend or something.
And what's that supposed to do with me?
Can you face me and honestly say my concern is unfounded? I didn't think so.
So, you think breaking it off now would help?
The sooner the better.
There's no pushover.
No.
No schmuck. This creates a problem.
Yes, but you're smart enough to handle it.
No. Never smart enough. So, okay, how about some infidelity? That always plays badly. I could stage something with one of my brother's old buddies.
Yes? Katie, I don't want you to lie. Just think about what I've said. Katie,
Elizabeth, don't say it. Don't you dare say I'm sorry.
I just want you to let me know if there's anything I can do. And don't you dare say you've done enough already.
A woman after my own heart. Well, it looks as though you're finally getting your act together.
Katie?
Oh, damn! I've lost my marbles.
Supposed to be news?
I'm using what's Daphne. They're a good luck.
Step 5.
Well, faking hard work, hoping to nail down that big raise.
Raise? In this place? Waylon, you gotta get those delusions in check. Huh? Besides, Just thought you were avoiding me.
Avoiding you?
You're not gonna pretend that nothing's happening.
Do we have to do this here?
Where the hell else do you expect us to do it? I mean, you don't return my calls. Whenever I go by your place, some guy's van is outside.
That guy is a friend, Jack. Why can't he be at my place?
Sounds like you're feeling a little defensive.
God, what do you expect? You come in here, you tell me you've been spying on me. What am I supposed to do?
Refreshing to hear you acknowledge you feel.
You asshole.
Seems to me that's my line.
Well then, what are you doing here? You playing out the big jealousy scene? You know, I hear that casting Othello down at the Civic Center. You should try out.
What happened? What went wrong?
Okay, now I'm with you. This is your version of 20 questions, right? Only the way I see it, we're only supposed to stick to yes and no questions.
What is it with you? Everything has to be a game.
You're one to be talking.
Look, I really didn't come here to blame you or get angry. I just want to know what happened to us.
Us?
What do you mean, us? I mean, we see each other every night for 2 weeks straight, and then all of a sudden you're gone. No calls, no notes, nothing.
I was feeling boxed in.
And you couldn't discuss that.
You know I've been dealing with a lot this summer.
I know that your brother died a while back, and it's curious that you lied to Lisa about it.
Come on, Jack. She never would have hired me.
You demonstrated you were dealing with it.
You are a dreamer.
Yeah, incurable optimist. So this guy, your friend, has he been helping you cope?
He just showed up. He's one of my brother's old buddies.
So when he just rolls into town for the big events, births and deaths and mental breakdowns,
That's me.
Oh, me, that's good. That's good. I'm being insensitive. Sometimes you almost let me get to you, don't you? Sometimes I feel like I could just... and you'd actually be there. All of you. So can you tell me about this guy? I mean, is he important to you?
Important to me? Well, Daddy has always been very fond of him.
I don't believe this, not you.
Christ, Jack, get off your high horse. He knows my family. I feel comfortable with him. Not helped the last few days having him around.
You make him sound like an old pair of house shoes.
Well, he doesn't stir things up the way you do.
Has it occurred to you that I'm behaving like any normal person would in the situation? I
Care.
love you.
No, you can't.
What's that supposed
You
to
promised.
So sue me.
Hey, we had a few laughs, some good times. You're a swell
I don't
guy.
believe this. I don't. Why won't you let me be with you?
What, Jack? Do you mean be with me in the biblical sense? You know, I think we've already covered that. You're staring, and I don't think your mother would approve.
So close.
They always leave, one way or the other.
I believe this handkerchief, this love token, belongs to you. Now, how dost thou look now? Well, my dear, I do believe tragedy is most becoming.
Idiot. I tried to warn you.
Yeah, well, I'm no schmuck.
Say that without the turban.
Katie, I know you're leaving. I mean, I've always known that.
You know schmuck.
Lisa put you up to this? You know, she means well, but sometimes
This is all on my shoulders.
they're carrying a heavy load these days. Been doing those deltoid exercises?
Of course.
How about those pectoral presses?
Daily.
Can I watch?
Go away. No. What?
I just want to remember.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I can always come back later.
What did you want?
I had a dream last night, okay? And the crazy idea that somebody might get excited.
You don't get this, do you? You're so wrapped up.
Okay, God. Say it.
Did it ever occur to you that Mrs. Brown knew you had the dream that Daphne spoke? Because that is the same dream Mrs. Brown has had for the past 10 years.
Hey, so I was a jerk. Hey, that's nothing new. So, what's going on? What did I interrupt?
Have you ever watched a fire? You're so mesmerized by the flames that your mind gets numb? And you forget that it's something that can hurt you. Something that could burn down an entire house.
Excuse me, Lisa. Katie, you are late. Daphne's about ready to lead a mutiny out there.
Jack, you need to hear this too.
Okay.
Daphne's going to be leaving us.
Oh, and a well-deserved vacation, I might add.
Please, Katie, I don't feel like playing. Not today.
What do you mean she's going to be leaving us?
Mrs. Brown is going to place her at Parsons.
Institutionalize her.
No, that's crazy. Daphne's doing so well. The roommating has already stopped.
I'm sorry that this doesn't coincide with your personal schedule for success.
That's not fair. I was thinking about Daphne. What happens to her?
You
at a
think
place
this is so goddamn easy?
to care? No, I think it's stinking hard work.
I think benevolence, or the right political party, or the
No,
alignment
I
of the stars is
think
going to
people
solve
need
everything.
to be responsible.
Have you ever thought of Mrs. Brown?
She is Daphne's mother. She chose
She
to
did
have-
not choose anything. Pregnancy came when it came. And now she has Daphne and those two little kids.
And when children become a burden, we just dump them. Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, Katie, here's an idea. If it's so easy, why don't you take Daphne and raise her yourself?
She's not my kid.
Mine, yours, that's irrelevant. Kids don't belong to their parents, they belong to all of us. And whatever we give or withhold, one way or another we will pay.
Well, Lisa, if you feel so strongly about it, why don't you take care of her?
I'm not the one wanting to tell Mrs. Brown what to do. I can empathize. I mean, Daphne's growing up physically, and those tantrums,
She's
how
so
would she handle it all?
Daphne's making so much progress. Besides, I need to continue my work with her. Hey, who knows what breakthroughs there might be in a year?
Daphne's been on her knees for 18 months. Mrs. Brown can't lose this placement.
The state will never give her access to that computer-aided communication.
We don't have that here either.
No, but with NIH funding, we could. I meant it to be a surprise. Here, read it.
This is going to be a great asset to our kids. It's too late for Daphne.
Oh, what do you mean too late? I thought this was Hope House. We never give up.
It's too late for Mrs. Brown.
If you let me speak to her, I'm
You're
sure
not going to
that
say a word to that woman? She has tried longer than most would have. So why don't you become Daphne's guardian? It's obvious that the two of you have gotten under each other's skin. I didn't think so.
Katie.
Well, how the hell can I care for an autistic child where I'm going? Oh, excuse me, Johns Hopkins. This is Kate Whalen. I've got this little problem.
I think we
you
can
see.
work something.
Don't push me on this. You don't know what's at stake.
I think I do.
Listen, Katie. You should have a change of heart. Don't be too hard on yourself. These kids require more energy than most of us can muster. I mean, we're so concerned with fetal mortality. No energy left for the ones that survive.
What happens? Do you think Mrs. Brown would let me go with her when I take her?
I think that would mean a lot. And listen, if you have second thoughts about my suggestion, don't waste your time worrying about it. There's not a judge in the country who would grant you guardianship. It's just hypothetical. A test. People shouldn't be blind to their own limits. Makes it too easy to criticize others.
A hypocrite. Just like him.
People who live in glass houses.
What goes around comes around.
That's Daphne's motto. So, how long do we have?
Honey, beforehand you would ask, how long does she have? They're moving her this weekend.
Well, people come and go so quickly here. Wait a minute. I've seen this show before. Okay, maybe the movie version. This isn't how it ends. Yeah, now I remember. Right before they all live happily ever after, they have this big, huge miracle scene. Yeah. That's what we're missing.
There is a way of knowing things that can't be learned except by putting them in your mouth. Like how the swallow of the spoon is working tail against the back of the throat. Most people learn to avoid what can't be absorbed through eyes and fingers. Because of childhood spent lifting things and looking underneath to see and touch what lives between the rock and the earth. Slugs or dust. Shiny black beetles with pincers that grab and squeeze the round fingertip of the tongue.
Hi, honey, I'm home. Had a heck of a day at the office. Missed you too, sweetheart. Big kiss, huh? Mwah. Say, you know, I heard a little rumor. Going on a trip? Yeah, well, I've been saying you deserve a getaway. What you got there, kiddo? Daphne? Shit! Daphne's a mess! Times I have to tell you, it is not modeling clay. Shit. Am I gonna get it for your head? No, come here. So, Daphne. Here. Sweetie, sit down. So tell me, what did I ever do to you, huh? Sure, there was that ruminating business, but, you know, sweetheart, could have picked a better day. In fact, you say that this has been one of the shittiest. Why? Why did you do this to me? Huh? Hey, listen to me. There is this baby. They gave her the heart of a baboon, and I can't even get you to just listen. even asked. What is it that I can never see? Hey, Reg. What you doing?
Talking.
To yourself?
Son.
What does the sun say?
You'd have to see inside my head to understand it.
So what's this? Oh, that's nice. What is it?
It's a picture of you.
Oh, now I see the resemblance, yeah. So what am I doing in the picture?
In the night garden, before we are born. You are light. Breaking free of its glass cage. The lantern. You fall. A bright lily on a dark path.
Like the way you see things. Lily, huh? Maybe a tiger lily. Just can't stop being so angry, you know?
You don't have to stop being mad. Just learn to use it before it uses you. The world needs fighters too.
No, you almost make it sound good.
You just need to learn to absorb all the blows without taking the falls.
Fighters. Yeah. Hey, Reg, did I ever teach you how to counter a right hook?
No.
Good.
No, you don't.
Don't you get it? I can't save you. Can't even save myself.
Maybe Daphne's the one who can save you.
Hey, you gonna ask me to stay?
We won't ask. Because you can't. I'd rather just ask you to come back.
What? You mean you'll wait for me?
There's only one thing that's guaranteed in this life. Maybe I could keep it from going, and things might work out. They might not. We could end up hating each other, so there's risk involved either way.
Beginning to make love sound like a game of Russian roulette.
What, risky? Painful? Potentially devastating?
So you're sending me away?
Katie, there ain't a person in the world who could make you go or stay or anything else against your will.
Just scared to be angry anymore?
Good. You have a chance to go for the right reason.
It's time. Baby, come here.
You know, one day you'll look back on all this. You'll know that the force behind all your hard work is love for a child.
wagon. Gee, Reg. All sort of laid out, open, exposing yourself. Like you. That time, God, 6 years old. Me and Kirk talked you into running strip relays and you lost. You kept losing it, stripping off piece after piece until there was nothing left. God, the look on Daddy's face. But you didn't see the wrong in it, did you? Exposing yourself to the entire world. Me? Got the opposite problem. Yeah. Brought you something. You know what these are? Eyes. 2 eyes so blue they must have absorbed some part of the sky. Your eyes, Reg. They always seem to be looking at something higher up than the rest of us. Huh? And these. Dark ones. Dark like Daphne's. Too deep for their own good. Oh. You would have liked her, Reg, and she would have liked you. You know, sometimes I can close my eyes and I can hear her breathing in and out, slow and even like a monarch's wings, opening and closing in the sun. And these. Green or gray. Perplexing as hell. Nearly as annoying. Wherever I go, for the rest of my life, I've got these eyes weighing me down, rolling around, collecting lint, shivering, shaking, threatening to bust loose and expose me at any second. But I'm leaving you the rest. Don't figure I'll be needing them anymore. Falling star. Isn't that supposed to be good luck? Well, luck or no, some things never change. For instance, you. You are my brother. Lucky for that. I don't ever have to lose that. I have to see Daddy. You know, this is a hefty piece of evidence, bro. Could do a lot of damage if a person were in such a mind. But Daddy's already pissed enough that you had the audacity to die. If he found out you killed yourself, well, What was that, Saint? Oh, now cut me some slack, Reg. We both know I'm a retired Catholic, huh? Do you suppose anybody ever gets anything figured out? Maybe that's the point. As long as we're still hurting, we know that we're still alive. And I made it, Reg. Only I'm not sure what it is anymore. I'm beginning to understand what it isn't. Anger is certainly poor motivation for doing anything. Now there is something that Daddy and I can discuss. I know, I'm stalling, okay? You know what I'm gonna do first? I'm gonna find a swing. Yeah, right now. And I am going to swing as high as I can and then launch myself out of it screaming like some kind of crazy lady. but just once.
You better listen real good. Because this one is gonna be for all of us.
It's your bitch.
And that.